Hey everybody, it's me. Back on here, I wanted to show you some things that I was making today. I'm hoping that my camera doesn't do that weird yellow thing that it was doing the other day. I was watching, I can't remember who it was, who I was watching. Who was I watching? And they made these little Matchbook notepads. And of course, once you get started making it, I've been making these all day. Well, I don't even know what time it is, so I can't really say all day, but I guess I started about 10 o'clock. Anyway, I was using what I had in my stash, including some of the Valentine paper that I had from, it was girls, it was this one. It's a Girl Squad. I used a little bit of that. I think I used a sheet of this one, and this is a recollections that I had gotten last year. So You and Me. I think I got that last year, and I used one of those. I don't know if I used any out of the Be Mine. I think I did. The Be Mine. I have like 4 12x12 pads of paper here that I have yet to even make a dent in. And then that's what I used for the outside. What I used for the inside was I had this that I had bought on sale. It's from AC Moore. I forget how much it was. It's just a sketch pad, and it's by Nicole, which is AC Moore's brand. It's a little bit heavier. It's 50-pound paper, so, and the cardstock itself was only 65. So I used that for the pages on the inside because I had a whole bunch of it, because of 120 sheets, you know. So I used some of that, scrapped my stash, and then I had all kinds of stuff, you know, washi tape, my washi tape, and these are like little rings, you know, that you get at the Dollar Tree. So I had some of those. Anything on here, I'll try to tell you what. A lot of them are like these two right here. Let's just push those over there. I don't even know how many I have here. I have 2 here that are alike, and these are the last 2 that I did. I got stumped. You know how you just hit that wall after a while and you just want to keep going. But what I did was, I forget who did this. Who made these? It wasn't Girl on the Ridge. It was, because these are some of my new people that I'm watching. It wasn't ATraceOfSparkle. I forget who I was watching. Oh, and I have one more here that I need to do that I didn't do. I said, I'm done. I am absolutely done. Anyway, they're called Matchbook notepads. Oops. And they open like that. And they've just got a little bit of paper in them, you know. They're just like something you could slip down in a gift card. Well, what I did was, I stapled mine backwards. See, I didn't want the staples to be raw, so I stapled them to where I could cover them up here, which you're probably going to cover this up anyway, but it's hard to cover up staples. The rough side of a staple, I should have just, I don't know, I just didn't want anybody, you know, to peel their skin off of that. Anyway, you start out with let's just say, you start out with a piece of paper that's cut 3 1/4 by 8 1/4 for the cover. You score it at 1 inch, and then you score it at 4 7/8. And then the inside papers you cut to 3 1/8 by 3 3/4. And I inked all my edges. And I just cut, this was like 3/4 by 3 inches right here, and I put washi tape on it. Okay. And that's how I did those 2. Alright, and then this one was just, I only made one of these because for some reason I cut my other paper the wrong size, believe it or not. And I don't know, remember when, I forget, I think Dollar Tree had these puffy hearts, and I got these like 2 or 3 years ago. And I did that one. And then this one I liked, I forget where I had gotten this doily. Somebody had sent it to me in a stash in a Happy Mail a long time ago. So I just glued the doily down, and I had these the hearts. I don't want to get too close because it goes out of focus. But the hearts, these scalloped hearts. That whole set was gifted to me by Jill, who is Jill May Creations here on YouTube. Of course, I knew her back when she was Love Mike 2.1. Anyway, that one, and then I've got this one and this one. I just used the same. There was a pack of those glitter hearts, and I used one red and one pink. And the little doilies here, they came from Rachel, and I can't remember what her YouTube channel was. She doesn't make videos. I remember that. She doesn't make videos. But she sent me those doilies, and I just thought they were really cute. So those two. And then these, let me get these three here. These three, the little arrows were in a pack, like Dollar Tree something or other. And those little doilies are little felt doilies, and they came 4 in a pack, but I had used one of them for something. But they came from like the $1.50 spot at Michael's, one of my Michael's trips years ago. And the washi here, I thought it matched because there was blue in the paper, and it was the clouds with the blue sky and the little hearts in it. So I made those 3. And then I had one more of this particular color paper, and I had seen people using their, what is that stuff? What is this? I can't think of it. What is that stuff? It is, I know you guys know what it is. I'm just driving myself crazy. Cheesecloth. Only I didn't use 2 layers. I just used the 1 layer of cheesecloth on it. Oop. And then I put the arrow on top of that. And all these have paper in them. Okay, and then I only had one of this particular pattern. That's from that Girl Squad paper. And I used the glitter, the pink glitter heart on that one. I can't get in it. There we go. All right, these are smaller. I was going to tell you, these are smaller. I cut these out of the 6x6 paper, and I had to adjust my measurements. So for if you want to use 6x6 paper, the paper's 6 inches long. You score it. Go ahead and score it at 1 inch, and then score it at 3 7/8, just 1 inch shorter. And then the inside papers are 2 5/8 by 2 7/8. And then you just pick it up, see? And they're just a little bit, just a little note papers in there. And then you go like that, and down in it goes. All right, and that one. And then these are the high heels. Those kind of cute. And I used, those are the rings you get at Dollar Tree. And I cut the backs off of them, and I did have to attach these with hot glue. But I thought those were cute. And then these over here, I wrestled with these. The lips, I was trying to cover up the lips because I got my paper up. I didn't know. I thought the lips were random, but no, the lips are one way. And when I scored my paper, I scored it the wrong way, so all of my lips are upside down. So I said, let me cover up as much of it as I possibly can. So I used my scallop punch and larger hearts here. So, okay, and that's all of that, but I thought they were real fun to make, and I like the idea of using what I had in my stash. I wanted to tell you something that happened to me. I went ahead and jumped on the bandwagon with everybody that uses the fabric tack as glue. I bought me a big bottle of it. You know, it's cheap at Walmart. People say, oh, I used the 50% off coupon at Hobby Lobby because it was $14.99 there. Well, it's only $9.99 at Walmart. But what happened was I got the big 8-ounce bottle of this, and I didn't realize it, but the cap, it was broken. And I turned it up to squeeze it, and it was like, oh my God, a bunch of it came out through the break. And I noticed it had a little seepage, and I said, well, I don't know, it's not, you know, because this didn't do this for a long time. This did this over time. So today when I tipped it up to squeeze it, it really came out. But what I did was, see, it's about, I don't know, it's only got like between a third and a quarter of a bottle left, and no, I didn't dump it. What I did was I put it in another bottle. I put it in this bottle, and it seems to be doing okay. Got a few air bubbles in it, but it seems to be doing okay. This is an empty Aleene's Clear Gel Tacky Glue bottle. So I cleaned that out and let it dry out and put it in there because I was afraid, well, first of all, I couldn't use it, and second of all, I was afraid it was going to dry up because the last bottle of 4 ounce, I didn't use it and it dried up. Anyway, I think that was it. Just wanted to show you what I've been doing today. My husband and I are going out. We're going out tonight, way past our bedtime. We're going to turn into pumpkins. We're going to see a group called the Davison Brothers. Now, I don't know, some people may have heard of those boys, but they're local to West Virginia. Actually, my husband taught them in school. He was one of their teachers. So, but they're in Nashville and they record and all that. They're not superstars, but I guess they're kind of consistent. So anyway, we got tickets to see them. It's just like right down the street. It's like over by our city building, and I can walk to the city building. So it's at a place called, it's either Brian's and Brent's or Brent's and Brian's. They're brothers, and I can never keep it straight. So we're going to go down there. Show starts at 8 o'clock, and I'm sure we'll be out of there by 9:30, even though it keeps going until 11. Anyway, so wish me luck on staying awake. Anyway, that was my little project today, that I did all the little things and stuff. Well, I didn't sit in front of the TV. I took my tree down yesterday afternoon. After my daughter went home, Christmas was over for me, and she went home on Sunday, and Christmas wasn't until Tuesday. I did leave it up, and but yeah, we had my daughter, my son, my daughter-in-law, my granddaughter, everybody was over, and we had food, and we opened presents on Saturday night, and it was so much fun. And then she left very early Sunday morning, and then it was like it was done. I know, it sounds silly. She's 43 years old, but she's still my little girl, and I miss her. She's clear across the country. And I've seen her so much, I saw her in August, and then I saw her in November, and then she came around Christmas, right before Christmas. So I've seen her a lot, but I won't see her again until June. Anyway, I know I've said anyway about 14 times now. So I'm going to go and get ready. Now I know I'm saying this is Sunday, but I don't know when I'll get this uploaded. I might get it start the upload when we get home tonight. I can only do it overnight because I told you it takes forever. And thank you for the comments on my candle making video. I know it's not paper crafting, but it is something that I do a lot of. Of course, after Christmas, it's slowed down, but I still make them, so I can always have my stock. But people had a couple of questions, and I've tried to answer them. And someone said, "Are we going to see you actually pouring, mixing and pouring?" And I said, probably not, because you put the oil in, you mix it up, and you let it cool a little bit, and stir it some more, and then you pour it in a jar. It's kind of boring. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and maybe give this a try. And I wish I could remember the person who did this. I'm sure it's not new, but I always like to give credit where credit is due. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I shall talk to you later. Bye.